I joined the dark side. Listen, I just want to say, I hated this character since Tag 2, okay? You guys are just catching up. I said Kempo is actually so bullshit. It auto blocks for you. It escapes most pressure situations for free at like almost no risk at all. I've said this since season one, and people always told me, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just let him do it. Time him out." Or so I just don't get to pressure him at plus frames. I just don't get to pressure him at all. And then people are telling me, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, okay, I'll just not pressure him when I get plus frames. I'll just let him just go ham on me, and I can't really challenge him, or I can't really like pursue my plus frames or anything. That's fine." And then now people are complaining about Kempo. When is this is actually the worst Kempo it has been since Tekken 7 has been released. So I'm so confused because I said this stance was super bullshit forever. And now Kempo got nerfed, but Feng got a bit more like prominence in the competitive scene. People are now complaining about it. You know what? Whatever. I was right all along. His Tattoo Campo is the same as Tekken 7 release Campo. Like you can't really like there's actually no risk in doing this. Like there is actually no risk in doing this. Because like what the worst that you're gonna eat is like them chasing you down and pressuring you. That's like the worst it's gonna do. That's the worst like risk you're gonna take, right? But even then, when you have to make a hard read chasing Dang Feng because of the Campo, you're playing into this, you're playing into back one counters, you're playing into, keep outside set 4 when you're trying to chase him then. You're playing into like down back 1, you're playing into down forward 1. So you're playing into like a lot of this stuff, or back 4 keep out, for example. So you're playing into a lot of things when you're trying to chase down Campo. So this is like virtually like no risk at all. And then when you see a whiff, you can do it. No, I love Joker. When I watched him play against Arslan, and Arslan got like some plus frames with Kasumi, right? And he tried to close out a range with Kasumi, and he tries to do down 3 with Kasumi, which has a lot of reach for a low, and he still managed to campo it point blank. And then he got hop kick whip punish in, and that won the rounds. So what was like Kasumi supposed to do? Just like give up her plus frames in that instance? And just like not do anything. I think every Feng player is carried hard, but that's a whole nother topic. So, yeah, like what he's supposed to do, when you get plus frames, supposed to like kind of surrender him because he does this. That's zero risk. So, in my opinion, this should have no auto block. Like the fact that it creates this distance already is enough, in my opinion. It should not auto block at the same time. Because, like, if I read Campo, I should get a reward on it. Okay, it doesn't have to be counter 8 stage. Maybe that's too much. But you shouldn't be able to block their it. Like, the distance that's created already is more than enough. I won't be able to punish it if I get a read on it. If I have to overextend on something just to chase down Campo, then I should be able to get reward off my read chasing down Campo in the first place. Yeah, and then what else we can talk about? We can talk about... And I don't think... I mean, I think this can stay. Like, maybe, like, nerf the damage a lot. Because it's hit convertible. It actually goes under jobs as well. I had to go under my jobs and my magic 4s. So, like, this is pretty silly. Like, I feel like this can either lose a lot of damage or not be hit convertible. I think either is fine. Like, I think either is fine. The Tsubaki, I mean, I think it's maybe okay now that it doesn't push back anymore and doesn't do this thing on normal hit. Because what it did on normal hit before was really toxic. Does this do something on counter? Yeah, that's actually no. It used to knock down the counter. That's what it was, wasn't it? Shouldn't be able to delay it, so not hit confirm at all. Maybe, but definitely something. It was on normal hit that knocks down into guarantee shoulder. Yeah, well, thankfully that's gone. So I think this is like okay now. Like it's still toxic, but whatever, I know. Then back 1+2 into shoulder needs to go for sure. What's a this definitely needs. I mean, it doesn't work on my characters, so I don't really care that much. But it's still like a lot of damage for no reason. So like I feel like that should go. Like either add more recovery on damage 1+2. I don't know how to change it, but make it something that the shoulder's not guaranteed. Then back 3 counter it. Now I'm gonna be biased because I can launch this low, so I'm gonna be a little bit biased. But I really think this shouldn't be a thing. Like, I can't launch this, so I'm definitely gonna complain about it. So I feel like it has range, it has high crush. I had to go under some mids too. It goes under Elska's upper 3 like very consistently, and you know, it trips on counter hit, tracks both ways, full screen, high crushing. It should be I think just remove the counter. I think just remove the counter hit. Yeah, just remove the counter hit, and I think it's fine. His Stanford one is also fine. It's unique, so his Stanford one does. It's also fine. Back 1, it can stay -10. I don't care. Make it actually half block stun. Make it actually half block stun. Because I'm sick of trying to trap punish Feng and then getting sit back hits. So this needs, they can stay -10, just give it way more block stun. So I can actually like comfortably punish it. And then, I mean, I think this is really, really, really strong. So I don't know, should they touch this? Because I think this is like crazy. Especially when the follow-up is only -10, and when the even more follow-up is only -12. It should be -16. Still can't launch it. It used to be 14 frame, now it's 13 frames, so it's such an good approach tool. It is such an good approach tool. Like, Snake Dash into this is such a crazy approach tool. So I don't know how to do it, nerfish. Like, maybe nerf the damage, because this does a lot. I mean, obviously without rage. Like, this does a lot for something. Yeah. And then, a lot of things, yeah. But like, with Feng, he's a bit notorious for it, though. Like this is safe online. I don't care anyone says. This is straight up safe online. So I feel like those are the changes that I want. Like, remove the auto block on Campo. Remove that Macri counter animation. This doesn't affect me, but remove this. Back 1, more blocks done. And then something about this. Maybe less plus on the wall standing one itself. So yeah, that's what I think anyway. -16, but that doesn't change anything for me, man. That doesn't change anything for me. Just remove. Or is that a me problem? Like, yeah, I do have Asgard Defense Guide. If you YouTube, it's there. Like, well, I don't. Like, maybe this can be like -13, -14. I don't really care. Like, it's not that. It was a problem before with the normal hit thing, but I don't think it's that deep anymore. But the other stuff I mentioned, 100%. Because like it's the Kempo for me. Like I said, I complained about this move since even Tag 2 when I play against this character, because this is like the most just do-ish move ever, while auto blocking and creating all this space to mix up with, and then going for this. And even if you didn't whiff anything into it, you can still like do these like dumb like mix-ups. Right, like it's just like even just having a low and all this, you know, like mix up, you know, even when you don't whip anything. But yeah, and this wall fence, I feel like not a lot of people talk about it, but it's only -6 on block, and you know, like it's a depth for 2/2 motion, so like you don't need to like dash into it or whatever. So like this is like super good in my opinion, especially when this character has like kind of like a step mix up like this, you know, like step slice at 4, step down for 2 at the same timing as well. It's not like something you can kind of fuzzy or whatever. So down for 2 I feel like should be touched as well. Maybe like make it like -9 straight up. Because I think if they do down for 2 on block, they can still Tsubaki like jobs afterwards and downward ones afterwards. Because I think that should work, I think. -6 into Tsubaki should still do it, I think. Yeah, so you can't even like check him comfortably after down for 2-2. So this should be like, if it's gonna be like this, at least make it -9 so I can like check him easier. And down for 3 is also -7 up to -7. How fast does the Tsubaki trigger? Is it 3 frame or 4 frame? And then they gave him just like super good combo damage for no reason as well. Because like Feng's thing was supposed to be like he has really good neutral, like with the Kempo, with these approaches back and forward. His great lows are amazing, right? So his thing was like his combos are supposed to be bad. That was always his weakness. In Tag 2, that was very clear. Because his combos in Tag 2, and maybe earlier in Tekken 7, they were like not great, right? But now they're so strong. So he has the best of both worlds now. Like his combo damage should not be so high on top of this neutral. That's what I feel anyway. And then, you know, up for 2, so he face up as well. Kempo, so he face up. Then Mark 3 goes under mid. You know, there's a lot happening with this character. So yeah, that's what I think anyway. I might be like a complete hater there, but I don't care. I've hated this character forever. And I'm kind of annoyed that people are only catching up now when a lot of stuff is kind of the same. It's just the character got a bit more spotlight on him. So yeah, I'm just making this video just to get all that information, just to get all my frustrations out. But anyway, yeah, that's what I think of him. Say hello to YouTube, everyone.